Good evening and welcome to Sundays with Neelu. I hope you all are doing well. I'm fine. Thank you so much for all your story responses on last week's story. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, let's all pray for the lockdown to get over and for all of us to lead normal lives again. Yeah, my heartfelt prayers and best wishes to you and your family members. So, taking you away from here to a small land called Storyland where there's no one but you and me. So, today's story's title is The Wise Man and His Disciple. So, what is it about? So, once there was a wise man and his disciple. They traveled all over the country, and so once when they were approaching a village, they started to feel hungry and thirsty. So, they approached a small hut which was close by, and when they saw a family living there, they approached them to ask for some food and water. So the family gladly welcomed them and they gave them food and water and they were very happy and satisfied. So once they sat down, they started asking the family how they survived. They stayed away from the village and they seemed to have nothing much. They seemed to be a little poor, really poor. So the man of the house said that the father said that they had three children and a wife and husband were staying there. So the husband, the man of the house, said that, like, we have actually a cow there. You can see a cow tied up there. So the cow gives us milk and we turn it into cheese. We go to the we go to the town, like, nearby town, and we sell it and we get some money and we are very happy and satisfied with what we have. My three children, like, are also very happy with whatever little we have. We eat, we sleep, and we are very content with this life. So to this, they listen to this story, and after some time, the wise man and the disciple, they have a chat, and the wise man says, "When the family is sleeping tonight, please go and leave the cow, in the jungle somewhere, like, where it can't come back, where from where it can't find its way." So the disciple says, "This is wrong. That's their livelihood. How can we take it away from them? I don't think it's important to do this. It's right to do this." So, but the wise man says, "No, you have to take it and leave it. This is, my order as your guru, as your master." So this disciple contemplates for a very long time, and then when the family sleeps that night, he goes and he leaves the cow somewhere very far off, where he himself can't find it. Like, he leaves it and he comes back, and then he meets the wise man, his master, and he says, "I left it." So he says they take the leave, then they take leave from that family and they go away. So after that, they don't find the cow, and they really get hassled, and that part. After that, the disciple also goes with his master, and he feels very uncomfortable in his heart. He says, "I had done such a wrong thing by taking away someone's livelihood. I have really made a big mistake." So he leaves, I think, in next few years, after a few years, maybe a decade or so, he leaves his master because this guilt keeps eating him up. Yeah. Then he leaves the master and he goes back to that same village to check how those people are. He keeps thinking how they must be begging, on the streets, because there is the only thing they had was a cow, and he had taken away that cow also. So when he keeps moving around, he sees, like, he goes to the same spot and he sees a beautiful house, a small garden, and three teenagers there. Everyone is happy. Yeah, there is a woman there, like, who's cooking, and everyone seemed to be very happy. So when he goes there, he says, "What is going on?" And yeah, there's a happy family actually chatting there. So he goes and he asks them, "Do you remember someone staying here? Long back, many years back, I have come here. There was a family who was staying here." So the man, and the woman, they both say, "It's us. Yeah, long back we lived here. From a long time we've been living here. We had a cow, in fact, and we lost our cow. And then after that, we had to find ways to survive. Okay, so we didn't know how to survive. So that's the reason, like, we started developing other skills, like, carpentry, and we started, like, plowing the field. We hired a small farm, like, and then we started growing in leaps and bounds. And my children also today are teenagers. They've grown up and they help me. So we are leading a very much more much better life and a wealthier life." So the man, like, the disciple, feels very good seeing them. And then when he leaves, he realizes how right the wise man was. That's why he was called a wise man. Yeah, they were completely dependent on that cow and they were not growing. So he realized that to help them grow, yeah, he needed to take that away. Yeah. So that is, there ends the story. While reading this story, I was just thinking how important it is for us to remove all that which is, all those blocks which are stopping us from growing. Yeah, many times we don't realize we are in our comfort zones. When we are in our comfort zones, we feel that, oh, this is very, very good. Yeah. So, all of us have fears, all of us have something or the other which is stopping us from growing. So, we need to really recognize. First thing is to recognize, move them out so that we can, we can really grow as human beings and as persons and whatever we want to achieve, whatever we want. So, similarly, like, I remember, like, way back going to another country on a cultural exchange. And when I went to that country, I had this mind block, I was, in fact, for me, always, whatever I'm scared of, I like to do that, overcome my fear. So when I went to that country, I had this mind block that, like, people here are going to judge me because I'm from India and, they're going to be like this, like that. But every night, trust me, there were people from different countries, from Canada, US, Brazil, and Germany, from India itself, and there were so many people there. Yeah, so we all used to, from France, we used to sit and chat in the night. There were other friends who used to join. So while chatting with them, what I realized was they are simply human beings. That's it. Our cultures were different, but we all were just simple human beings. Yeah, what all we ate, what all we spoke, was the heart of it was the same. There was no difference. So there my mind block actually got dissolved completely, and from there a new zeal to meet a lot of people had come inside me, like, this wish to meet a lot of people. So from then on, I always love to meet people, but after meeting people from other countries on this cultural exchange, I felt like meeting more and more people. So that's the block I removed, and it helped me grow. When I went out of India for the first time, I was a different person, and very traditional, very single track minded. Okay, like single track. So always used to think this will be like this, very judgmental about things. So when I came back, I was much more, I can say, like, I worked to become an open minded person. So, whatever is stopping us from growing, yeah, there's so many stories which I have, about my stay there, but I'll share them as we go on our story journey. Yeah. As of now, I could only think of, our conversations, which were so rich, between all the foreigners and myself, that it helped me grow as a human being. Okay. So I will come back with more stories and more interesting stuff next week. Yeah, only on Sundays with Neelu. Till then, please take care of yourself and remove all that which is stopping you grow. Yeah, which is making you miserable, which is making you unhappy. Remove those roadblocks, and grow as much as you want. The universe is the limit. Yeah. Thank you so much for your patience, and good night. I'll see you next week only on Sundays with Neelu. Bye.